Hello, Sim fans. Welcome back to the channel. Sim Fanatic with you for the 8th installment of the weekly top 5 announcements for Microsoft Flight Simulator this Sunday, March 21st. More coming your way. Stay tuned. Okay, Sim fans, so before we get started with the top 5, I just want to let you know, being that this is the 8th installment, I want to make sure that these are actually providing value to all of you. So I've been thinking about the format, thinking about the amount of time that each of these take. And so I am playing around with the idea of maybe instead of having a weekly top 5, maybe I'll do like a monthly top 5, maybe capturing, maybe some of the larger announcements, because not every week is there really that much that could be worthy of maybe even top 5 announcements. So I'm thinking about moving the format to once a month rather than once a week. Also, I'd really like to know all of your thoughts, and please provide feedback in the comments below. Would you like to see once a week still continue? Would you like to see these just once a month, or maybe any other kind of feedback that you would like to see in terms of these announcements? All right, so let's go ahead and get started with the top 5. All right, Sim fans, for number 5, Honeycomb Aeronautical has a production update, link below, off of their Facebook page. They state that production updates on the Alpha and Bravo units that they're producing at maximum capacity. There's a few problems that they outlined. One is the whole electronics industry is facing severe component shortages, and they're saying that the components now have a lead time of 6 to 7 months, not weeks, months. They also said there's an extreme shortage of container availability for shipping from Asia, which means that they sometimes have to wait several weeks for availability just to ship their units out to their resellers. They have allocated some of their inventory to ship directly to customers from Hong Kong. And actually, my unit that I got, and I did pre-order, is a direct example of that. I know when that got shipped out, I saw it coming straight from Hong Kong. So there is some promising news, Sim fans. And I know some of you have reported that you're getting them, you're receiving your Bravo units or Alpha units. And so Honeycomb says that shipments are on their way to their resellers and they have more units available to purchase very soon. So that's the good news. All right, so that's number 5. Let's get on to number 4. Okay, Sim fans, now for number 4, Drzewiecki Design released Washington National Airport for Microsoft Flight Simulator, and it looks beautiful. You can see the interior and one of the terminals behind me. Looks wonderful. Some highlights quickly. A high-quality model of KDCA Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport is what this scenery is all about. It's FPS friendly. As you can see behind me, detailed interior of the airports is included, for those of you that like to walk around in the terminals. I think it's kind of a nice touch. Also will be included is animated trains and jetways as well as people. So kind of following the Nimbus route, right? With the Nimbus airport, we see the people walking around in Cord, Atlanta, and other ones. So that's pretty neat to see. So this scenery is available right now for approximately $18 or $19, depending where you get it. It's available on Sim Market, Orbix Direct, and the Flight Sim Store. You can also get it from Drzewiecki's site directly from there. So that's number 4. Let's get on to number 3. Okay, Sim fans, now for number 3, Airbus A380 cockpit previews published by FlyByWire Simulations that have been released. FlyByWire stressed on their Facebook post that while the base colors and decals have been applied, the texturing process has yet to begin. So as you can see behind me, it looks pretty clean, but does look good. And also, much like the Zebo mod for the X-Plane, FlyByWire's success has been the result of over actually 140 contributors, Sim fans, taking the default A320neo and enhancing it even further. And the best thing about this is it's free, right? And I'll have a link below where you can get this mod completely free, and it is wonderful. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of these pictures that FlyByWire has given to us. Yeah, looking good. See the texture work is going to be added here soon, so you'll have some of the scratches and marks and things that'll be on the panels and that sort of thing to make it look more real. But hey, this is great. I like to see like that, the FMS system too in the background. How exciting is that, Sim fans? All right, so just wanted to show all of you that. Let's get on to number 2. Okay, Sim fans, now for number 2. PMDG provides a brief update on Microsoft Flight Simulator development, and it is good news. First of all, CEO Robert Randazzo told users they are in the process of converting their whole lineup of aircraft to the simulator. Yes, SimFans, you heard me correctly. Their whole entire lineup. Also, he mentioned this will be a lengthy process, I can imagine. I think we all can imagine, right? If they're going to do it right, to get their lineup converted. And of course, that's a good thing, SimFans, because that means they're not just going to port it, as he mentioned, they're not just porting the models over to MSFS, or as he quoted saying, we are completely reimagining the lineup in order to leverage every ounce of what the new Microsoft Flight Simulator engine will give us. So that's straight from the CEO. So this is good news, SimFans. Hey, how many of you like those study level aircraft by PMDG? This is wonderful news, and that's why this comes in at number 2. All right, now on to number 1. All right, SimFans. Well, of course, you knew it would be number 1, the release by Aerosoft of the CRJ 550 and 700 models. This regional jet is a beautiful piece of work, SimFans, let me tell you. I haven't had a chance to fly it a whole lot. I do have it. I have flown it. So some highlights there. Detailed modeling based on many photos of the original aircraft were done. High-resolution PBR textures are used, of course. The possibilities of the new flight simulator engine, they state, are mostly utilized. Cockpit shows detailed modeling and animations that provide a realistic look and feel. The flight model is based on Flight Simulator's new aerodynamic model to provide more realistic behavior of the CRJ in all flight conditions. Of course, I highlighted this when it came out. So 9 liveries, navigation systems that are at the latest ARAC nav data. Navigation data can be updated by NavData Pro and Navigraph. Transfer of weight, fuel, and calculated V speeds to the FMS. Individual configuration settings for aircraft maintenance, preferred aircraft state when loading, and additional options. 8 manuals, including step-by-step documentation, immersive sounds created using the WISE engine, and it's compatible, of course, with the Honeycomb and newest Thrustmaster TCA controllers for those of us that are lucky enough to have those, and for those of you that are lucky enough to have been able to order them and having them on their way. So this does cap off our weekly top 5. If you haven't had this aircraft or do plan on getting this aircraft, do check it out. I think you're going to like it. All right, SimFans, so that concludes this week's top 5 announcements. And I do thank you, all of you, for your views, your subscriptions, your likes, and of course, just for loving the simulator world that we all are a part of. So until next time, SimFans, blue skies, and we'll see you soon. Take care.